If you're over 50 and you're taking medication for your blood sugar and your numbers still aren't where they should be, I needed to hear something that often doesn't get explained during a routine office visit. Your medication may not be the problem. There just may be something happening inside your body that's making the medicine not work as effectively as it should. Hi, I'm Dee. I'm a licensed pharmacist of nearly 30 years of experience, and I'm also a certified diabetes manager. And I've helped thousands and countless of people manage their diabetes, and I've dispensed thousands of diabetes medications, more than I can count. Over the years, I've noticed the same pattern, and people will tell me, hey, I'm taking my medication exactly as prescribed. So why aren't my numbers improving? Today, I want to explain one reason that can happen, and more importantly, what you can do alongside your current treatment so that you can get better blood sugar control. Let's start with what normally happens. Every time you eat carbohydrates, they're broken down into glucose. Your pancreas releases insulin. Think of insulin as a messenger that helps move glucose from your bloodstream into your cells, where it's used for energy. That's how the system is supposed to work. But over time, many people's cells stop responding to insulin as efficiently. That's called insulin resistance. Now, one reason this can happen is chronic low grade inflammation. Researchers have found that inflammatory molecules, including TNF alpha and IL 6, they can interfere with the signaling process that helps insulin do its job. Think of it like static on a phone call. The message is still being sent, but it isn't coming through as clearly. As a result, the glucose stays in the bloodstream longer than it should. Your medication may still be working, but it's working in a body that's become less responsive. Simply increasing medication doesn't always solve that problem because medication helps the signal, while inflammation can interfere with how that signal is received. One thing I found fascinating while visiting traditional medicine markets in Bangkok and Guangzhou and several cities in Asia, it was that practitioners often focused on improving the body's overall environment before chasing individual lab numbers. It's just a different medical system. Similar principle: support the body first, then address the symptom. That perspective stayed with me. When I think about blood sugar, I see three important layers. The first one is nutrition, the second, medication. Both are essential. There's a third layer that often gets overlooked: the environment those first two are working in. If inflammation, poor sleep, inactivity, chronic stress, and long term dietary habits aren't addressed, diet and medication have to work much harder. That doesn't mean medication isn't effective. It just means your body may need more support for it to work at its best. Now, here are five simple things you can begin working on this week. Number one, start your morning with a glass of warm water. If you enjoy lemon, add lemon. Makes it just a tad bit better. It's a simple habit that supports hydration, and it can be an easy way to begin your day with intention. Number two, take a closer look at the oils you're cooking with. Highly processed seed oils are common in many packaged and like restaurant foods. At home, you want to consider using extra virgin olive oil or maybe avocado oil. You want to consider using those more often as part of an overall healthy dietary pattern. Number three, take a 10-minute walk after meals. If I can recommend one free habit for blood sugar, I said free, this would be near the top of my list. After eating, your muscles naturally use glucose for energy. A very short walk helps take advantage of that process. Simple, it's very practical, and it's evidence supported. Number four, try bitter melon.
or maybe even bitter leaves. When I visited Makishi Market in Okinawa, I noticed bitter melon, and they often call it Goya. It was everywhere. And it's in several parts of the world as well. And it's also often called Goya in other places of the world. I believe some parts of the world call it Karela. It's a traditional food that's been eaten there for generations. And research suggests it contains compounds that may support healthy blood sugar regulation. You can usually easily find it at grocery stores and some Asian grocery stores. Number five, think about consistent antioxidant support. One reason I personally drink soursop leaf tea or this tea that I'm drinking here, butterfly pea flower, is because I'm interested in supporting the body's response to oxidative stress as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. It's not a replacement for medication. I'm not on any medications anyway. And it's not I wouldn't call it like your all miracle cure either. But I simply see this as a one piece of a much bigger picture. Remember, none of these replace the treatment plan that you and your healthcare provider have created for you or designed for you. These are intended to support the environment your medication is working in. Now, if you're interested in the same soursop leaves or the butterfly pea flower you see me drinking here, I personally source these directly from verified farms in Vietnam, and you can find them linked in the description below. Keep taking your medications exactly as they've been prescribed to you, but you want to start looking at what you can add, not just what you can take away. Sometimes it's those consistent daily habits that make the biggest difference over time. And if your biggest struggle isn't just blood sugar, but maybe perhaps feeling exhausted every single day, you're going to want to watch the next video. I'll see you there.